It's almost over. Star Trek Continues is in Rochester for the third and last time, recording original music written by our dear Andy Farber for the second part of our series finale, To Boldly Go.
We're back here in Rochester, New York, for the third time scoring an episode of Star Trek Continues with F.Me, the Empire Film Music Ensemble. And special guests, Chris Rogers, of course, is back as our trumpet soloist, and we got some people that drove in from near Toronto in Ontario.
I charged Andy with a challenge to start to integrate some of the themes of the motion picture. I told him that this was kind of a handing of the torch from TOS to the motion picture. And when you hear what he's done, you will see what an amazing, masterful job he has done in bringing those two pieces together, weaving them together, and creating something very original and very special for our series finale. I think one of my favorite parts is having connected with Andy and the privilege to have an orchestra like you playing original music for this series. A lot of people all over the world are going to enjoy what you do today, but I just want to thank you guys for being a part of this. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Craig Huxley, and I've been involved with Star Trek for a gazillion years, in a galaxy long, long ago, as Peter James Kirk, nephew of Captain Kirk, and then I was in the Children Shall Lead episode. Cut to a dozen years later, I was already a classical jazz pop pianist, playing with Tony Bennett, Sinatra, many tours, but I started experimenting, and I ended up patenting a wild 18-foot-long aluminum instrument called the blaster beam. And I started working with different ones, different mechanized ways of making the magnets go up and down, and using crystal electric. And at 18 feet, apparently it's the longest string instrument ever. The blaster beam was then discovered by Jerry Goldsmith when he was looking for some iconic sound for Star Trek TMP. And I was brought in to be the concerto-style blaster beam versus 100-piece symphony. It was then used in the Wrath of Khan, #2, The Search for Spock, #3, Alien, Back to the Future, Tron, so many movies. Now, 40 years later, I'm doing Orville with a 75-piece orchestra as the featured instrument. And when I got the call from Vic, he's like, "Do you know Star Trek Continues?" "Are you kidding? I'm a huge fan." So then, what is it? Okay, not synths, not piano, it's the blaster beam. And so episode 11 features the blaster beam at, I think, about 11 different points. And there it is as a signature, tying back into the period from TOS till TMP. Vic has created the original Star Trek and brought it forward in time. And that is so cool. And I'm thrilled to be part of it.
As a musician myself, it would have never occurred to me when we started this that we would be in a beautiful recording studio with 50 amazingly talented people and engineers and producers and composers and making music for this show. I will be eternally grateful to all the people that helped make that happen for a long time to come.
It was the music of the original series that inspired me to have an interest in writing music for picture. Just to have the opportunity to use that vocabulary to write music to support those characters and tell those stories has really been a lifelong goal, and I never thought it would happen because Star Trek was canceled in 1969. But here we are finishing up the Voyages, the original 5-year mission as seen in TOS, and I got to write some of the music, and that's something I'll always treasure. This has really, truly been an opportunity of a lifetime to be able to write original Star Trek music for essentially season 4 of the original series.
As we bring Star Trek Continues to a close, I can't help but be filled with gratitude to Andy Farber and Rochester Institute of Technology, Jonathan Kruger, and the Empire Film Music Ensemble for all of the priceless things they've contributed to make Star Trek Continues what it has become. I told the students today, as we were saying goodbye to them, that while we couldn't pay them any money, that you learn as you get older that there are some things that are more important than money. And opportunities like this to create something that will far outlast you and people will continue to enjoy for years to come, to me is beyond money. It's priceless, and I'm so grateful that we had the privilege to do this.